The very first thing a narcissist will do is love bomb you so they can love bond you. So, what is the first step to avoid love bombing? Well, that is to take the initiative, be the one in control. So, when you are encountering somebody who is new, every opportunity you can, you be the one who takes control. Because there's one thing that a narcissist absolutely positively has to have, and that is control. And if you take control from the very beginning, then that lessens the narcissist's chance of inverting things where he or she is controlling you. Chances are, not always, it's not infallible, but chances are that the narcissist will say, this is a take control kind of guy or kind of woman, and I don't want to be with this person. I want to go find someone else. Congratulations, good job. So, not only taking the initiative in a new relationship not only gives you the advantage of screening out narcissists, but when the narcissist does try to circumvent that strategy still, you've got the upper hand, you've got the control, and they will show themselves, but chances are, again, they're just going to go away. So how to avoid love bombing is don't let it start in the first place. And sometimes narcissists will see your friendliness, you're taking initiative, as to being an invitation. So it kind of works backwards. You got to be careful of that. So you took the initiative. You're taking control in this new relationship. The narcissist may think that, okay, here's an easy target. They're already open to me, so I don't have so much to do. Well, the strategy is to continue to take control, to take the initiative. Now, I'm not talking about being a jerk every time you form a new friendship or a new relationship. What I'm saying is you make certain that the other person doesn't get the upper hand all the time. So they see that, okay, this is going to be a tough guy to work with. I'm not going to be able to love bomb him or love bond him. I'm not going to, or her, not going to be able to bring this person into my snare, my trap. Not going to work, so they go somewhere else. Or maybe they'll wait for a more opportune time, which hopefully you still have your guard up. Number two, we've got three of these. We're going to tie them all together in just a moment. But number two, and none of these, by the way, are infallible, but number two is find your tribe or your group. You know, there's this thing called in-group bias, and it applies to every human being on the earth. We like to be with people who are like ourselves. We tend to like to be with our family because they're like us. But outside our family, we form sometimes even formal associations like business associations, or we'll form associations of enthusiasts like car enthusiasts or perish the thought, knitting enthusiasts. Yeah, I guess there's associations out there. Facebook groups, there's a million of them. People who form tribes based upon a particular interest. It may be a religious interest, it may be a sports interest, it may be a political interest. All kinds of different interests, we tend to form tribes. Now, what I find is when you form a tribe, if you are in, or you join a tribe, I should say, if you are in a vulnerable tribe, which tends to be any type of group that has a strong focus on altruism, on empathy, such as religious organizations. That is where you will find a lot of narcissists, because to them, it's kind of like a fox being attracted to a chicken coop. I mean, there's the chickens. They're all there sitting around waiting for you all in one place. A lot of narcissists see religious organizations as chicken coops. So they go in there. You've heard of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Well, this would be a fox in chicken's clothing, if you can imagine. So the fox goes into the religious group or whatever, pretends to be a chicken, and you know, narcissists, they're really good at clucking. They're good at being chickens, pretending to be whatever they have to be. And the chickens, not the brightest things in the world. They just say this person declared himself to be a Christian or to be a Boy Scout or whatever it is. Therefore, he or she is one of us. So people in the group, the tribe, the in-group, just accept the narcissist because they don't know the narcissist is a fox out to devour them. So you need to find your tribe, but once you find, number two is find your tribe. Find those people that you're like, that you feel comfortable with, because once the narcissist is in that group, if you are vigilant, most people aren't, but I'm assuming you are, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. But if you're vigilant, you will be able to detect the difference between the genuine chickens and the fox who is in chicken feathers, whatever. I'm just trying to grasp that image in my mind, and it doesn't seem to be working very well, but yeah, you get the point. So here's the fox. He's trying to cluck around like the chickens. You notice, okay, there's something off about this chicken. I think maybe it's not a chicken at all. So what happens is you're very careful when the fox comes and tries to love bond you. You're standoffish. You're looking at, and the narcissist will pick up on this usually. They will notice that you notice that there's something off about him or her, and that will tell them innately that there's something off about you. Therefore, they check you off the list. You no longer are one of their targets, or at least not immediately. You know, everybody's a narcissist target in some way, or ultimately they may find that they were wrong. But yeah, find your tribe and become, people who are like you. Join the group, whatever it happens to be. Be a part of it if you want. And as you're in that group, you will become very familiar with what real people in that group are actually like. And so when the narcissist comes in and tries to be one of the group, because you are already sensitive to narcissism, it'll be much easier for you to pick off this person. Pick off is probably not the best use of terms, but pick off this person, eliminate this person, identify this person, however you want to phrase it, but you get the idea that maybe I don't want to be around this person because I think it's a narcissist and they're out to destroy people. I'm not going to be one of those people. In fact, you may even, once it becomes very apparent, you may want to sound the alarm. Number three is don't expect narcissists to dislike you, because a narcissist needs to keep up the act all the time. So even if the narcissist knows you are onto him or her, the narcissist may not dislike you, or at least they may not present to dislike you. They may hate your guts. In fact, I can't think of a narcissist that truly, genuinely likes anybody, with the exception maybe of immediate family members, and only because they're immediate family members, which means it's a part, immediate family members are an extension of a narcissist. I'll say it that way. So first impressions are important. So if you are one of those people who is vigilant, and I'm hoping you are already aware of how narcissists work. So you're on the watch, you're on the lookout, and if you are vigilant, the narcissist, again, is going to pick up on that. You're going to be a person that he or she avoids, but they're not going to let it be known. What narcissists often do, not all the time, there are some glaring exceptions to this, but they will try to make sure that everybody knows that they like everybody because they want to be likable. Now, again, there are some narcissists. I've been in groups where the person is a narcissist and they pick up immediately that I'm not going to be one of their victims, and they're downright hateful to me, which is perfectly okay. I'd rather them be hateful to me than try to love bond me. So those are the three things. Number one, you be the one who takes the initiative in relationships. Number two, find your tribe so you can identify and become very familiar with what to expect and what not to expect. Find out what is genuine so you can tell what is counterfeit. Number three is don't expect them to dislike you even though they dislike you, or don't expect them to feign disliking you because they're good at faking it, but that can work both ways. Let's tie this all together. So these three things basically boil down to, or at the end of the day, they come down to this. Just be honest, be real. make people comfortable or uncomfortable based upon your genuineness. And there's one thing that a narcissist hates, and that is a genuine individual. Unless, of course, the person is naive and gullible, and then they want those people to be genuine because those are the people they can pick out. Those are the individuals they can target. So just be honest. And if you are an individual who is onto narcissism and their ploys and their tricks and the way they deceive people, most narcissists, particularly if they're older and experienced, they will pick up on that almost immediately, and that will mitigate the love bombing. Maybe not eliminate it, but it will mitigate it. And the love bonding. They're not going to waste their time trying to suck you into their group, into their snare, into their trap, because you're just, quite frankly, too much work and too much effort. Keep in mind, narcissists tend to be lazy. They want easy supply, and when we say supply, what do we mean? Well, we mean supply is anything that boosts the ego of a narcissist. So don't do it from the very beginning. Don't do it. Don't play that game. And that not only eliminates the narcissist, but it tends to eliminate all narcissists. And again, there are exceptions. There's a round dot, lower right-hand corner of the screen. Join our family, be part of this in-group by subscribing to our YouTube channel. That's what happens when you click the circle. The lower left-hand corner is a rectangle. That's our video library. We have a lot of videos like this one from the past, so you can keep on watching. And we'll see you all next time.